So what is the spirit of Christmas? Well, I decided to Google it. And what I found on one site was if you ask 7 people what the spirit of Christmas is, you get 7 different answers. But what I found, most people said that it's a time of year when they feel friendlier and kinder and more helpful. And most of the people said that they found that it was a time of family togetherness. But you know, this time of year brings up a lot of emotions. That's one thing I observed. Some people deal with feelings of loneliness this time of year. Some just say it's just a really stressful time of year. They're juggling Christmas shopping, they're juggling Christmas baking and putting on a big feast with all the festive trimmings, because that's what Christmas is, right? And I worked in a shop once, and I was told not to say Merry Christmas. We had to say Happy Holidays. Apparently, that was more culturally friendly. But I said Merry Christmas anyway. And you know, if you asked any child what Christmas is, they would say, that's when Santa brings me lots of presents. And you know, some people would just prefer to ignore this whole season whatsoever. They say, oh, too much commercialism. And you know, it's true. You go into any store after the day after Halloween, and what's happened? They've got all the shelves stripped bare, and they're putting all their nice, shiny, Christmassy, bobbly bits on the shelves. But you know, and this is interesting too. A friend of mine said that on her street, there's an atheist and a Hindu, and both of them decorate their Christmas. Outside they've got their shrubs, they've got their door frames all decorated with nice shiny bright bulbs. And their house, they choose not to put any up. Their house looks like the black hole, and yet they're the Christians worshiping Christ. So what is the spirit of Christmas? You know, I was reading in the first chapter of Luke 1:35 when the angel is speaking to Mary, and he said, the power of the Holy Spirit will come upon you, and the Holy One that is in you will be called the Son of God. And you know, the real spirit of Christmas is the Holy Spirit. It was the Holy Spirit that brought Jesus into the world. It was the Holy Spirit that Jesus was able to ascend unto heaven and to carry the sins of the world, of my sins, upon him. That's what the Holy Spirit, that's the Holy Spirit power. And it was the Holy Spirit that Jesus left us so that we wouldn't be comfortless, that we wouldn't be alone. But the world does not know the Holy Spirit. They're blinded to the Holy Spirit. They don't know his incredible power, that it was the Holy Spirit that brought Christ into the world. And you know, at this time of year, December 25th, it's going to come and it's going to go. And you know, we'll all have our own things that we deal with, how we celebrate Christmas, what traditions that we'll keep, and how, you know, are we going to buy this many presents this year, or will we even exchange gifts this year? How much to bake, how many people to invite, how many parties should we attend to? But when all that comes and goes, I just pray that each one of us will surrender our lives over to the Holy Spirit, and that through him, he would reflect through us all year round.